Hello! Today I will be showing some interesting places and Easter eggs around Tirannwn. The Elven lands and Prifddinas are really interesting. Also, according to the wiki, it's pronounced Prifddinas. Gonna have to get used to that. There are a lot of different routes to get around Tirannwn, and some little areas you wouldn't normally think you could even get to. So I'll leave a link in the description to a map of Tirannwn that shows how to get around. Tirannwn is a very beautiful place. The only downside is if you fail traps, you get poisoned. So if you're exploring around here, I'd recommend bringing something to cure your poison. In order to get to Tirannwn, you need to have completed Underground Pass at the very least. To travel here through charter ships or Arendar, you need to have done Regicide. If you've started Mornings in Part 1, you can just teleport to Letya with a crystal. So the first place I'm showing is Arendar. This is the pass that goes through the mountains. It's obviously much faster and less dangerous than the underground pass. But there are wolves and spiders and other monsters around here, and they're fairly high level, so I'd be careful. Here the path branches off into two sections. You can take the western route to go towards Prifddinas, or the southern one, which is what I'm doing. There are shortcuts along here that require various agility levels. There is a spot to mine in Arendar, but you would have to take the northern path to get here, or travel a long way through the forest. This mining spot has some limestone rocks. There are some fishing spots around Tirannwn. South of Letya, there are a few magic trees. Southwest of Letya, there's a mining spot with adamant and brune rocks. In this spot, there's a whiteberry spawn. Could be a decent moneymaker if you want to spend time hopping worlds. Some yew trees outside Tyra's camp. Now in Prifddinas, there's a lot of interesting things you might not have noticed, including some Easter eggs. I know Prifddinas came out over a year ago, but this is my favorite place in the game, and I'm excited to finally make a video on it. So in the Tower of Voices, there's an altar north of the stairs. This guy can change your respawn point to Prifddinas. And here there's a crystal chest. You need an enhanced crystal key to open it. It gives better loot than the Taverley crystal chest, including the possibility of dragonstone armor. South of the stairs there is a Memorium device. Here you can use Memorium Crystals to view memories of Saren. These crystals are found around Prifddinas. The first one is found in the Ironworth dungeon between the Bloodfelds and Karask. The second one is in a bush on the east side of the Tower of Voices. The third is in Cooking Pots in Tati's house northwest of the house portal. And the fourth is in a rock near the tree part of the agility course. You can also use the device to replay cutscenes from Song of the Elves or fight the Fragment of Saren again. The western room here has a portal to the Prifddinas library. All of the bookshelves are the same, so you can just search any of them for any book you want. There's a lot of lore here, really interesting. I might do lore videos someday, so this is really useful. In the southwestern part of Prifddinas, there is a pit of fighting warriors. There are a lot of cool shops around Prifddinas. I'll show some of them. In the northwest, there's a pub. Here you can get the basic beer and stew, but you can also buy a beer called Elven Dawn, or a cider. Looks like the Elven Dawn increases your agility by 1 and decreases your strength by 1. The Cider increases your farming and decreases your attack. I think the most notable shop is Leon's Wares, the clothes shop in Western Prifddinas. Here you can buy the fabled crystal crown for the low price of 250 mil, and each of the crystal recolors costs 500k, but the other clothes are a lot cheaper and very stylish. Elves have a great taste in fashion. Now north of Prifddinas, outside of the gates, there's a whole area of cool content. First there's the red chin spot, and a red panda roams around here too. In this little hidden cave there's a level 2 bunny. What a cute little fluffy guy. Oh no, I accidentally clicked on him. So, there's this other area, southwest of the red chins. This guy Linny sits here with some bunnies, ones that actually won't kill you in 2 hits. I'm not sure what his dialogue is a reference to, but it's interesting. North of the red chin place, there are a few NPCs and a little camp they live in. This altar here is beautiful. If I had to have a RuneScape wedding, it would definitely be here. Here's a small dock with some fishing spots. This is one of my favorite spots in the game. It's so pretty. This little village is called Gwyneth. Here there are some cows, a windmill and a wheat field, and a few NPCs who live here. Behind the windmill is an old statue. I'm not sure what for exactly. And here next to the mountain is a cenotaph and 2 smaller statues. The cenotaph is dedicated to an old hero. The statue on the right is of a savior and the one on the left is the Dark One. What does this mean? If you run south of here you'll find some fishing spots, and the docks even further south. Here are some cool NPCs playing some succulent beats. Now here is the mountain Minid. There are some wolves along the path up the mountain, so be careful. I'd recommend bringing an anti-fire shield for the black dragon at the top. Here's the NPC Ed, who is looking for the ornate helm to complete his armor. If you use the helm on him, you just tell him you found it somewhere and he gets frustrated. Up on the very top of the mountain, there are ruins and some ghosts. If you wear a ring of visibility, you can see a ghost with a talk option. And I forgot my ghost speaking amulet. I wonder what library he's talking about. Well, that's it for this video. I think I covered all of the secrets and Easter eggs in Tirannwn, and just all of the areas and things around here no one uses and few people even know exist. Tirannwn is a very aesthetically pleasing place. All I want is the Prifddinas theme for my house. Well, I hope you found this video entertaining, or maybe learned something from it. I definitely think everyone should know about the guys playing Sea Shanty 2 on the docks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to claim your herb boxes and wear a mask when you go out. Goodbye, lovelies.